Hey guys, if you like what I do on this channel, make sure you click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. So there was an overwhelming positive response with the last Avengers Endgame minifigure series that I did. So we got some more that just actually came in and arrived, I think a couple days ago. But I got a lot of big figs, I got some minifigs, and we will start off with minifigure number 1. Okay, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, turn away now because guess what? Here come the spoilers. It's been a long enough time, I guess. This is Iron Man, and as you can see, this is the Iron Man towards the end of the movie because he has all the Infinity Stones built into his nano suit armor, and guess what? He's about to do the snap. I actually kind of like this design. I think this hand probably sticks out a little bit too much. It is a lot bigger, although I guess the Infinity Gauntlet is kind of big too, so it does kind of make sense, and it makes, you know, fits the character. I think it actually would fit Hellboy a little bit better, just because it's got the giant hand, and maybe a repaint on it and slap him on a Hellboy would actually look pretty good. But you can see this is his face. It's a different overall design than LEGO does, but you can see it's more shimmery. It's got that gold metallic paint that's throughout the whole character. Great transition. The overall look looks really nice. A lot of details, fine details on the sides, which you don't always see. And then that continues even on with the back feet, which LEGO doesn't even do. So props out to them. I actually do like this mold right here. So that is minifigure number 1. Let's move on to minifig, I guess it's big fig, number 2. This is Iron Man as a big fig, not quite a Hulkbuster suit, but he does look significantly bigger than this minifigure right here. This is kind of the exact same concept in a larger form. Overall design on this face actually looks really good. It's not quite to scale, you know, if you look at compared the two. But I'm kind of okay with that because I think the overall look does look really good. I like the fact that the mask goes down like that. Great overall printing throughout this character. I think this is done from the company Karut. It's like K-R-U-I-T, I believe. And decent overall back printing. I know everybody in the comments is probably going to say, well, Tygator, you didn't put the right stones in the right areas. Well, you know, I just don't... I don't know. You guys figure it out. You guys let me know in the comments of which stones go where. But this thing looks really good. I do like the overall design to it. And actually I have a chrome one right here that I could put on from last time. And you guys let me know. Do you like that one or this one better? Which one do you think looks better? Let's move on to the next. Big Fig, number 3. This is a character that I've wanted LEGO to make for a long time. This is Korg, originally from Thor 3 Ragnarok. And this is just such a fantastic example of how sometimes the knockoff LEGO actually look a little bit better than the official ones. Now, even though LEGO does not make a Korg figure, this looks really close to him, and LEGO does this a lot of times too, is they take a regular mold from another character and slightly modify it, or just modify the paint scheme to make it look like a different character, and that's kind of what they did here. They took two different ones, I think the Hulkbuster mold, and one of the, I think, villains in Avengers Infinity War, or maybe it was a different one, I can't remember, but it had the same head print with these two dangly bits. And this actually looks close enough to where it's passable, and you actually look at this and it looks like the original character. The part that's really interesting that I've never seen this done on really any figure is this crackle design. This is a paint type. They paint this coating over this certain type of paint, and what it does is it splits it all and gives it that rock type texture, and it looks fantastic. They did a really good job there. I love the overall bandolier print right here, and this Hulk, Thor Hulk, you know, gauntlet armor throughout this whole character. That looks really good. I like the back print, although it does look a little bit shoddy, like with that black outline right there. If you take that out of the mix, I think it looks a little bit better. but the design is fantastic. I would originally like to see who actually created this design and where they stole it from, but props goes out to them. I think this is great. Even comes with this little battle weapon, which is in the movie as well. Next, minifig, big fig. So obviously you guys know who this character is. This is Hulk in the Avengers Endgame series, and this design is somewhat a knockoff design with the face or with the overall body print. Although I think this is unique with this particular hair and face. It's slightly different, I guess. So not a direct replica, but I don't like the painting on the red, and this is typical of red paint. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The red on white or red on black. Red is a very weak color, and typically you have to go over it several times so it doesn't show through, and it actually shows through quite a bit on this. Kind of looks a little bit pink, so not too great there. It looks a little bit better on his hand, but that's just because it's printed on a green hand instead of the white. So a little bit off and it doesn't quite match. I'm not a huge fan of this overall design. I would just much rather get the official LEGO one. But I guess it looks okay nonetheless. A little bit glossier too. Not that that makes a huge difference, but it does have a higher shine than any real LEGO figures do. Next, Big Fig. Alright, this is pretty much the exact same thing with a different overall suit on, and not much, I guess, difference right here. Well, I guess it's different designs, but you can compare the two right here. This one looks a little bit better because it has more like oranges compared to reds, so I do like that, and it does look a little bit more muted versus the high contrast on this one. So I actually, I do like this one, and even regardless of the shine, I think it's a good overall design. Good Hulk angry look right there. And nice transition from the top down to the bottom, even on the front, which there's a lot of pattern going on there. So it actually looks relatively clean and crisp. And you can see the patch on the is this? Yeah, it's just a mirror. Both of these are exact same on both sides. Next, Big Fig. Okay, I had some comments from an Igor, knockoff Lego Big Fig Igor Iron Man figure, and one of the comments was that it looks like a McDonald's kid's toy. And that is kind of the same vibe that I'm feeling from this one. This is supposed to be Hulkbuster. Oh, actually, he's supposed to have a spot for a head. That's kind of cool. Wait a minute, let me see if I can pull one off here. I didn't even realize that. Take this one. Well, that makes it a little better, I guess. Okay, well, I'm a little bit more convinced. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that actually makes it better? But it feels a little bit cheaper. And the part that is the big issue here is it kind of takes out of the Lego form, specifically with the arms. The feet are not too far off. They have the same staggered stance. But it's when the arms and the height, it gives it a little bit off, and it just seems more play toy than actual like a brick fig. But this does help. At least I think it does help make them look a little bit more official. And the hands are movable. They can articulate. They are hollow on the inside right here. But that's actually like most of these figures, so I can't knock it for that. The overall paint is done relatively well. I do like that gold shimmer throughout here. It actually looks pretty good. I'm going to have a hard time actually focusing this thing in camera. It has a nice shimmer throughout the whole thing. It's painted very well. Even though it's all red, it looks really nice. And even the back, it's hard to see here, but it does really look like a metallic paint on there. Very bright, very vibrant, and done very well. There's no splotching, no splatters throughout the character. It's all very clean done. So for this one, I would have to rate this thing probably a B, maybe a B plus with that top part. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. Alright guys, it's that time of the video. Let me know in the comments. There is one figure somewhere on the screen that is just not quite right. Let me know which figure that is and what is wrong, and put it in the comments below, and I will pick the top 3 subscribers and give you guys a shout out in the next video I do. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you can help us take a gander.